You might have already sensed it, but let's finally say it out loud. Women are not easy to read. And here's the kicker. It's not just men who struggle to understand women. Even women don't always understand other women. That emotional maze, the mixed signals, the subtle glances, the sudden cold shoulder. It's not random, it's intentional, and sometimes it's instinctual. So, if you've ever felt like you were walking blindfold through a minefield trying to figure out whether a woman likes you, you're not crazy. You're just playing a game where the rules are hidden. Sometimes a woman doesn't like a man. Sometimes she does, and sometimes she pretends she doesn't like him when deep down her feelings are intense, conflicted, and overwhelming. Welcome to dark psychology, where we peel back the curtain and show you the emotional mechanics women don't usually speak about, even to their close friends. I'm Amelia, and today I'm going to reveal exactly what women do when they're pretending not to like a guy. But secretly they do. What you're about to hear might just change the way you look at the women in your life. Your colleague, your friend even. That girl who always bumps into you at the grocery store. And trust me, some of these signs are so subtle, you'll wonder how many times you've missed them. Let's dive deep. 1. She is constantly talking about you, but not to you. You're not even in the room, yet somehow your name keeps coming up. Her friends mention it casually. She was just talking about you yesterday. She brought up that story you told like 3 times. And suddenly it hits you. She talks about you a lot. She might retell a funny story you once shared, mention something small you did that impressed her, or even recall a moment the two of you had, one that you didn't even realize mattered. But here's the twist. She won't say any of this to your face. Why? Because deep down, she's nervous, she's unsure if you feel the same way, and instead of risking rejection, she channels her affection through conversations with others. It's her way of keeping you emotionally closed without having to reveal her vulnerability. It's a quiet form of obsession, and it's one of the first signs a woman is hiding her true feelings. 2. She teases and taunts you, and it's not just playful. Now this one, it's a classic. She pokes fun at you. She makes sarcastic remarks. She calls you out in front of friends, maybe even embarrasses you a little. And you're thinking, she must not like me at all? Why would she like this if she did? But what if he told you? Is this one of the strongest signs of attraction? Here's step psychology behind it. When a woman likes you, but doesn't want to admit it, she'll often default to deflection. She'll tease you as a way of interacting with you without having to open up emotionally. It's playful, sometimes even flirtatious, but there's an undertone of tension. Pay attention to the way she looks at you afterward. Is there a flicker of a smile, a glance away? She might even throw in a bit off jealousy bait, like mentioning other guys she's dating or how many guys are after her. But here's the truth. It's not about those guys. It's about you. She wants to see if you'll react. I feel fight for her attention. I feel prove to her and yourself that you're interested. She's not being mean. She's testing the waters. 3. She keeps bumping into you. And it's never just a coincidence. Once or twice, it's random. But when you start seeing her at the coffee shop where you always go, at the grocery store near your place, even when you're out with friends in totally different parts of town, that's no accident. She knows where you are and she wants to be seen. These aren't oops small world moments. These are subtle strategies. She wants to be around you without having to initiate a conversation. It's safer that way. Less pressure, less risk, but more importantly, she wants to stay on your radar. She's placing herself in your line of sight, hoping you'll start the next chapter. 4. She hangs out with your friends. Even if they weren't hers to begin with, let's say you notice something unusual. She suddenly starts spending time with people in your circle. Maybe she follows your friends on social media. Maybe she shows up at a party you didn't even invite her to, but your friends did. And maybe she's just there a lot more often than she used to be. Here's the truth most guys miss. When a woman has feelings for a man, she often tries to get closer to him through the people closest to him. Why? Because it gives her a way to stay connected to your world without putting herself in the spotlight. She can learn about you, talk about you, and even bump into You by chance, all without ever having to admit she's doing it intentionally. Think about it like this. If she didn't care, she wouldn't bother. 5. She blushes when she sees you, even when she acts uninterested. Febity doesn't lie. You might think she's indifferent, cold, even. Maybe she barely says 2 words when you walk into a room. But then you catch her cheeks turning red. She fidgets with her hair, looks away quickly, can't hold eye contact. Blushing is one of those involuntary emotional responses we just can't hide. It's triggered by excitement, embarrassment, and yes, attraction. Even if she's telling herself, "Don't let him know I like him," her body betrays her. It revalues her. Mouth won't say. So the next time you walk in and see her flustered, don't dismiss it. That's no awkwardness. That's emotional overload. 6. She steals glances at you, but quickly looks away. You're sitting across the room talking to someone else, minding your own business, and then you feel it, that invisible pull. You look over, she's looking at you, but the moment your eyes meet, she looks away first. Maybe pretends to check her phone. Maybe. She acted like she was looking at something behind you. That glance wasn't random. It was curiosity and maybe even longing. She wanted to study you, to read your mood, to see who you're with, what you're doing, and if you even noticed her. And here's the psychological twist. She's looking, but doesn't want to be caught looking back. If she gets caught, it might trivial. Too much, so she keeps her distance with her eyes, even if her mind is racing toward you. You'll catch that especially in social settings, at bars, parties, or even at work. When a woman likes you but is pretending she doesn't, she becomes an emotional observer, watches from the shadows. 7. She confesses to her friends, not you. You overhear something unexpected. Maybe she's giggling with her girlfriends. Maybe you walk past and hear your name slip out of her mouth. And then one of them blurts out something like, "She thinks you're cute." Or, "You should have talked to her, she likes you." Here's what's happening. When a girl likes you but isn't ready to show it, she often tell everyone except you. Why? Because talking to you directly is scary. It means being vulnerable. And if she's unsure of how you feel, she'd rather keep her guard up than risk embarrassment. But her friends, they're her emotional outlet. They get the full confession. "He's so charming. I love how he talks. There's something about him that just drives me crazy." So if you ever overhear her praising you behind your back, believe it. That's the truth. What she tells you to your face might be guarded, but what she tells her friends, that's raw. 8. Her friends encourage you to talk to her. This is a major signal and one of the most underestimated. When her friends start pushing you two together, nudging you into conversations or playfully saying things like, "You should go sit next to her," it's not a coincidence, it's a signal. Her friends are doing the talking because she can't, they're stepping in as emotional wingwomen, subtly trying to set the stage so she doesn't have to make the first move, and trust this. Friends don't meddle unless they know there's something there. She might be too nervous to approach you, but they're giving you the green light. Ignore it, and you might miss your chance. Respond to it, and you might unlock everything she's been holding. Back 9, she mentions other guys she's dating, but her eyes are on you. Now this one can be incredibly confusing. You finally talk to her, and what does she do? She starts telling you about the guys she's texting, the date is going on, or how many guys are into her right now. Sounds like she's not interested, right? Wrong. In many cases, this is a subtle manipulation, a spark she's throwing to see if you'll catch fire. She's trying to make you jealous, to stir your emotions, because jealousy in her mind proves you care. It proves she's not just a friend to you, but it can also be a form of defense. If she thinks you're not into her, talking about other guys is her way of protecting herself, showing she still has options, that she won't be left hanging. So, if she brings up other guys, look at the way she does it. Does glance at you while saying, Is there a little smirk, a raised eyebrow? That's not casual. That's calculated. 10. She acts nervous when she's around you. Her hands tremble a little. She plays with her fingers. Her voice is softer. She looks down a lot. Her laugh is a little too quick, a little too awkward. That's not indifference. That's vulnerability. In disguise, she might even avoid eye contact or seem like she's brushing you off, But inside, Herman is racing. Do I look okay? Did I say something weird? What does he think of me? These tiny signals, the fidgeting, the shy glances, the voice cracks are micro-behaviors that betray a deeper emotional truth. She likes you, and she's terrified that you don't feel the same. 11. Colleagues mention her to you even when shadow sent. If you two work together, the zone's especially revealing. You're going about your day when a coworker casually sees, you and her would make a cut couple. Or she talks about you a lot. You weren't expecting it. Maybe you haven't even spoken to Hermic at work, but now her name keeps popping up. People notice the way she looks at you, how she finds excuses told near you, or how her mood shifts when you're around. Here's the secret. People around you often notice the chemistry before you do. Why? Because she's trying so hard to hide it from you that she forgets to hide it from everyone else. And when your colleagues bring it up, they're not teasing you for fun. They've seen something. They've picked up on a pattern. And they might just be nudging you to see if you'll finally recognize what's been right in front of you all along. 12. She gets frustrated when you don't pay her attention. This is where it gets emotional and personal. Even though she's never directly said she likes you, you can feel the tension shift when you don't acknowledge her presence. She gets cold, distant, maybe even snippy. You didn't do anything wrong. You just didn't give her what she secretly craved, your attention. Here's the thing. If a girl is pretending not to like you, but then seems offended when you treat her like you're just friends, that's a massive sign. It's emotional whiplash. She wants to stay protected, but she also wants to beckon. And when you don't notice her, it stings. This is the moment when she starts asking herself, why hasn't Hamida moved? Doesn't he see the signs? What else do I have to do? Her frustration is a cry for connection. And once it reaches that level, one of you needs to make a move or risk losing something powerful before it ever begins. 13. Her body language gives hair away. You don't need to be an expert in psychology to read this. She flicks her hair. She leans in just slightly when you talk. She pushes her chest forward, uncrosses her legs, and holds eye contact for a little too long or avoids it entirely when she's nervous. This aren't coincidences. These are biological cues hardwired into human attraction. When a woman is into you, her body will naturally open up toward you. She mirror your movements. She touch her neck or collarbone. Her head might tilt when she's listening. All of it, every tiny gesture is part of her nonverbal language, screaming, I'm attracted to you. Even if her words are cool, Herbity is burning with interest. 14. There is sexual tension and you both feel it. It's silent, invisible, electric. When she walks into the room, everything changes. You feel her presence before she even speaks. Sheston's a little closer than necessary. You brush past each other and feel that lingering energy. A heat that stays even after she's gone. This isn't just chemistry, it's tension. Sexual tension is one of the strongest, most primal signs of unspoken attraction, and it builds when two people feel something, but neither is acknowledging it. Others might even comment on it. Are you two athing? There's something between you guys, right? That tension exists because there's desire, repressed, hidden, but very much alive. And it doesn't just happen for no reason. It's the result of long-held emotions fighting to stay buried, but slipping through anyway. 15. She always wants to spend time with you. You invite her to hang out, even casually, and she says yes, not just when it's convenient, every single time she rearranges her schedule, cancels other plans, makes excuses just to be in your space. It might not even be a date. It could be something small, grabbing coffee, helping you with something, joining a group hangout. But what matters is she shows up enthusiastically, and not just physically, emotionally. She's present, engaged, happy. And while she might pretend it's just for fun or just because she was free deep down, she's doing it because she wants to be near you. Because being around you gives her a feeling she can't get anywhere else. Connection, possibility, desire. 16. She blushes when someone accuses her of liking you. Now this one's beautiful and unfiltered. You're around her with friends, someone teases, oh come on, you have a crush on him. And she immediately says, No, I don't. But while her mouth says no, her face says the very thing. She blushes, looks down, laughs. Nervously, maybe even shifts in her seat. That moment, that's the truth breaking through. Blushing in response to an accusation isn't embarrassment. It's exposure. It's her brain reacting to her secret being brought out into the open. Even if she denies it, her subconscious is screaming, yes, it's true, I just didn't want anyone talk no. And when does it happen in front of you? Take note, you've officially cracked the surface of what she's been hiding. So, what does all of this mean? Like we said at the beginning, understanding women is not easy. There's mystery, complexity, emotion, and layers upon layers of defense. But if you've made it this far and you've seen these signs in someone around you, it might be time to ask yourself, is she not interested or is she just afraid I don't feel the same? Because many women don't confess when they like someone. They didn't chase. They don't say it first. They show it subtly, quietly, emotionally through signs, glances, nervous energy, and the people around them. And once you recognize those signs and, more importantly, once you act on them, you give her permission to stop pretending to finally be honest about what she's been feeling all along. So pay attention because sometimes they go pretending not to like you is Theon who's been falling for you the hardest. If this video opened your eyes to some of the mixed signals you've been seeing, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you've experienced one of these signs from someone or have witnessed them before, tell us your story below. Let's talk about it. Until next time, this is Amelia from Dark Psychology. And remember, it's not what she says, it's what she's trying not to say.